Well, hello everybody and welcome to Feel Better Eating. This is a whole food plant-based cooking experience and I am Joshua Stanier, joined today by my wonderful wife and co-host Catherine Stanier. Next week is the 4th of July, so today's menu is inspired by the Independence Day celebrations. Catherine, what's on the menu today?
So when I think about 4th of July celebrations, I think about burgers, corn on the cob, and watermelon. So we're doing a plant-based, veggie-filled version of that. So we have a tofu burger with slaw and corn salad and watermelon. Before we get started though, we want to explain a little bit more about us and what we believe in and why we cook this way.
Yeah, so firstly, we don't believe that there's a one-size-fits-all diet for everybody. We just tend to eat this way for a few specific reasons that we're going to dive into to hopefully inspire you to maybe try this way of eating and share some of our beliefs. So Catherine, why do you choose to eat a plant-based diet?
So I ate a standard American diet for all the way up into my early 20s. And when I did, I had a very severe cystic acne and I had a lot of indigestion problems. I was sick all the time. And when I switched to being plant-based, my skin cleared up and I no longer have any gut issues, which I'm really grateful for. And then you?
And my story starts similar to Catherine. I ate like pretty regular diet back in England. My mom did her best to keep me healthy. And then when I got to 16, I kind of let loose a little bit with the independence and I was drinking way too much. I was eating a lot of takeouts, a lot of junk food. And that combined with various other factors, I got diagnosed with cancer at 21. And then throughout the recovery, I started to question my diet a little bit more. And for anybody that's been through chemotherapy or radiotherapy or had family members that have, the recovery really starts after you finish it. It has a lot of detrimental effects to your body. So in the years since then, I've been testing various different diets, different ways of living to improve my own health. And I eaten plant-based for about 2 years and my health really improved, and then I stopped and my health kind of reverted. I have alopecia. This is like a after effect of treatments, an autoimmune disorder, and last time I was plant-based, all the symptoms reversed, and then I went back to eating a very heavy meat-based diet. The symptoms came back, so I've been plant-based again for at least 4 months now, and my energy is back up, and it's just a way that we really enjoy eating. It works for us. So as we said, it's not really like the ultimate diet for everybody, but we highly recommend at least trying it, adding some of these elements into your regular diet and just seeing how it works for you.
We just want to inspire you to know that plant-based eating can be really easy and delicious. So we try to make our recipes as simple as possible for anyone to be able to do at home.
Wonderful. So talk us through the menu. Let's start with the bread.
Okay. So our burgers are going to be served on Ezekiel English muffins. There's also Ezekiel bread slices itself and loaves. And this is sprouted bread. It's different than regular wheat bread or white bread that you get at the store because it's sprouted. So when wheat is watered, it sprouts. It has the shoots and it has the roots. And when you make bread from the sprouted bread, it has more enzymes and your body can digest it easier than it would the white bread or the wheat bread from the store. So when we do have bread options in our cooking, we always go for the sprouted bread because of the way that it reacts to our body. It doesn't have any negative effects. But if you are gluten-free or have celiac disease, they still caution against using sprouted bread, but it's for those that can still eat bread but are looking for easier digestible bread.
Yep, wonderful. And for the burger replacement, we're using tofu today, which is soybeans. And this is probably the most controversial part of this whole menu. Soy has very split decisions on the research. If you go through all of the literature, you'll find 50% of people think that it's a super health food, and you'll find like 35% of people think that it should be avoided at all costs, and then 15% of the researchers are kind of in the middle. So with soy products, it's kind of like make your own decision, see how your body feels when you eat it. For us, we don't eat too much soy. It's definitely not something we have every day, but for celebrations, it cooks up really nice. Yeah. And we like it because it's thick, it's not too meaty, but it's easy to digest, and we like it as a special treat, don't we? Let's talk about the sauce. This is a big part of our cooking that we really encourage you to do, is to make your own sauces. It's super easy. Kate's going to talk you through the recipe, but the reason for doing that is because a lot of condiments that you buy from the store are packed with preservatives. They've got a lot of added sugar and loads of things that your body really struggles to digest they last in the fridge forever for a reason, you know. So if you're ingesting that, it's going to last in you for a long time too. And it's a really easy way to cut down on calories because condiments carry a lot of calories too. So if you can teach yourselves to make your own sauces, I never used to do that until I met Catherine because I thought it was really difficult, but it's actually very easy.
If you buy organic condiments and you read the back labels, if anything you can't understand is on it, then it's probably best to avoid it. This one has all natural elements in it: vinegar, organic mustard seeds, salt, turmeric, and paprika. It's like, I know what all of this is. So I use this as my base of my sauce. So you could just put organic mustard on your burger if you want, if that's what you're into. But I like to make like a little bit of a special sauce, just upgrade it slightly in a super simple way. So all I did was put mustard in a bowl here, and then I added a little bit more apple cider vinegar, maple syrup for sweetness, and then I added various seasonings. So it's basically just fancy mustard, but you would think that it's a special sauce. And so any type of sauce you can make like that at home with just mixing in seasonings. And it's just, I think, so easy to do. And, you know, it is better for you in general.
Wonderful. And then on top of the burger, we've got a slaw mixture.
So when I think about slaw, I think about creamy slaw. And so I went with a vegan cream cheese. And this one didn't have too many things in it where I was like confused on what the ingredients were. And sometimes you can get the plant-based mayos and yogurts. And as long as those are free from preservatives that freak you out, they're good alternatives. So I use just this cream cheese with chives. It's really simple to get. And I mix that in a bowl with, once again, a little bit of mustard, maple syrup for sweetness. And what gives it that really refreshing flavor is the dill. We love dill, and it works well with the summer flavors of the burger. So we put that in the slaw as well.
And if you are going to trial a plant-based diet, I would be very wary of any of the kind of replacement foods. This one's not too bad, but you'll find a lot of them that try to imitate regular foods, again, come packed with a lot of preservatives, a lot of really hard to digest oils as well. So this is kind of a treat meal for us because it is the 4th next week. We're not eating this every single day. And this one isn't too bad, but again, be careful. It's kind of a fad. And this is a whole food plant-based diet, not buy all the replacements and try to eat like you used to eat diet, you know? Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to add that in.
Thank you.
Next, we have a salad on the side. What's in the salad, Catherine?
So this is our corn salad. This is our raw element of our meal. And having a fully raw portion of your meal is really important because it provides enzymes, digestive enzymes. So your food will digest easier, and the enzymes are basically the fuel for every function in your body. If we don't have those live enzymes from food going into our body, we feel tired, we don't have as much energy, and it slows us down. So this is a corn salad. So instead of corn on the cob, we just have canned corn. You can get frozen organic corn, or you can even just cut the corn off the cob if you want to in order to make this salad. As well, we include in it only a half a red onion. You don't need a lot of red onion because you don't want it to overpower the flavor. Grape tomatoes, but you can chop up any type of tomato that you want to. Cucumbers, you can have the baby cucumbers or a regular size cucumber. And then we have cilantro as well as a fresh summer flavor. We love that. And we don't put anything else really in it. We put a little bit of vinegar. You don't have to put that element in it, but I didn't put that in there.
Oh.
A little bit of vinegar in it if you want to add a little bit of acidity in it, but it's just good as it is. You'll be surprised.
Yep. And then the last thing that's also raw is watermelon.
So watermelon is the ultimate rehydration fruit. So we usually think about 4th of July, spending time outside in the water, in the sun. So when you eat watermelon, it rehydrates you, it replenishes your natural sugars, and relieves bloat. So you can eat your burger and you can eat your corn salad. And if you feel a little bit full, you eat some watermelon and it will help your digestion and be a perfect finish to it. And
we would also suggest having avocado on this dish. It's a really good way when you're on a plant-based diet to get good fats in. There's also a lot of calories in this, but these are unfortunately not ripe, so we won't be serving these today. But add these in. We eat a lot of avocados, probably one a day each, sometimes two. but get them and stock them up, and then you can have them on rotation, so you've always got them ripe. So that's the menu. It's very simple. And one thing we wanted to touch on in this episode, because this is for a celebration next week, is that when you choose to eat a different diet, you may experience resistance with family members and friends who are eating the things that they have always eaten. And when you do something different, oftentimes they don't really like that. And it can be difficult. There's that social pressure to, oh, just one day won't hurt you, just go back. And I've been through that too. And it has been a challenge. But if you can hold your health and your personal health as like the highest priority, it gives you back that personal power to make the positive choices that you need to make if you want to, change your health and change the way that you live. So if you are looking to make a change on especially these big occasions, just take that personal power back and don't worry so much about the social pressure, because it's your body and it's your life.
Great job, honey.
Anything else to add?
No. Is there any questions anyone has? No? Awesome. Well, thank you so much for attending our show. Thank you for watching, whoever is watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, but we're going to serve this up and enjoy it.
A big thank you to all of our show sponsors and supporters who make this show possible. The Healthcare Foundation of LaPorte, Grace Learning Center, Citizens Concerned for the Homeless, and ALCO, Access LaPorte County. We appreciate all of your support.